picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with BYU's head coach. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Now here's Russell. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. They'll try to run for it. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
They'll go with a direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got his man out of the backfield. Right, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Russell. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chasing, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the easy one to the back. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll take a shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing Russell. He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Lindsey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Finds the tight end. Fights off the defender. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Russell on play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, a lot of space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Alabama pushing the tempo. The hand to the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. As we get a look at the stats, they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Hill. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Bama! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Running inside. It's Ncaa. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Fires to the big fella. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Just keeps moving. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
The option look. Now the toss. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job of assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Russell. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Powers through the defender. Across the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They go play action with Russell. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Cougar.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Russell looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Swings it out to his running back, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
He's finally stopped by the defense, makes up some of that ground they lost, but it'll still be 3rd down and the clock's running. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 21 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's Missouri State with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but There's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get some. Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Oh, they're after him, and down he goes.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Alabama! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Fires to the big fella. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Now here's Russell. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The run inside. It's Ncaa. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Quick release on the RPO. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Ncaa. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's some room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The extra point here would tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the draw, it's Riley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Here's a little room there. Past the 10. Touchdown tie. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. And the Tide answer.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Pucks it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Steps away. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He breaks a tackle. Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bama! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Number 3, set to advance on the football.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Direct snap. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try trying to move the chains. Snap to the back. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cortez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And listen, I know there's people at home watching this after that touchdown run with no time left, that they're just piling on. But listen, there's time on the clock. You got to keep competing. You got to keep playing. And if you don't want us to drive up the score, then tackle us and stop us. That's what they're saying on that last play. I like the idea offensively.